Isn't that the idiot who shot people? Here. Get your facts straight, maybe. Stay off my profile, ugly whore.
One thing interesting also that happened, an armed man entered the secure perimeter of Mar-a-Lago and was shot and killed. He's carrying a shotgun and a fuel can.
Yeah, but the thing is weird about that. Aren't most men armed? They got arms? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm really glad really fucking glad you overtalked me to get that joke in. It's really worth it. Fucking stupid asshole. What's wrong with you?
Okay, what? I'm a racist. And even I'm a racist. And even I am happy to hear this. No child should ever have to deal with bullets flying at them, no matter what race they are.
Oh, okay. So not that racist.
I might be a racist, but I'm a more stay-at-home right comment, not go outside and shoot people type of racist.
Yeah.
And episode 20 of the Broken Walk podcast. Welcome, everybody. That was a crazy intro. See, I can say that because my mind works multidimensionally. I don't actually know what the intro was, what the preview was.
Because it'll only happen after the thing you just said. What the fuck?
Well, before. It'll happen before.
No, they'll hear it before, but it'll happen afterward.
I know, it's crazy. That's the level of foresight you get at the Broken Walk podcast, everybody. That's why you should subscribe. Do you have anything you would like to discuss?
There's been a bunch of bullshit in the news. Trump's tariffs got rejected by the Supreme Court. I thought that was kind of interesting. Just because, I don't know. I mean, all the big concerns about, Trump fucking up democracy and all that stuff. I mean, a lot of that really depends on the Supreme Court doing things for him that, if they're not willing to uphold his stupid fucking tariffs, right? It seems unlikely that they're going to give him a third term. You know what I mean?
So when I heard that kind of upsets me. Like, the Supreme Court can read into the Constitution and interpret that a president cannot set tax policy.
I mean, they can say anything that they want.
Okay, so let's say we get a Bernie Sanders type president in the future and they want to tax the shit out of billionaires. Can the Supreme Court be like, no, that's against the U.S. Constitution, as the founding fathers?
Yes.
Well, then why don't we just have the Supreme Court and no president and no Congress and nothing? Just have the Supreme Court dictate everything.
Because we pick and choose who gets on the Supreme Court. And also, theoretically, if we don't like it, I mean, there's no upper bound on how many Supreme Court justices there can be, right? I mean, if, the thing is that they do ultimately just vote. They either join an opinion or they dissent from it.
There's a solution to this, which is get rid of the president, get rid of the Senate, the House, and just have every single adult American be a Supreme Court member. Then we get a referendum vote on every issue. And it's a actual real democracy.
Well, I mean, you're talking about essentially an anarchist society, right? Yeah, we can replace every structure with democracies. Sure, right? That's true.
Right, that'd be better.
I mean, you wouldn't have to call it a president, though, right? I mean, at that point, it's sort of. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think certainly the way it is now is the idea originally was like, well, lifetime appointments will make them immune to politics, right? And maybe there's some truth to that because the Supreme Court here definitely was, willing to just be like, go fuck yourself, Trump. It also is a little unfortunate because it means, right, you might just end up with the same old ideas for a billion years. In general, though, honestly, the Supreme Court has quite often in American history been the place to, actually get progress when the legislature, and the executive have failed, right?
Right, like with Roe v. Wade, Texas.
Texas yeah. Johnson. I mean, Roe v. Wade's not really a great example now, but we had it for a while.
Well, yeah, the the two Supreme Courts that Trump appointed, Kavanaugh and what's her nuts, the blonde lady, they said explicitly, like, yeah, we're not going to touch Roe v. Wade. Well, that was a lot of doohickey and that was a load of barnacles.
Well, the
as
thing
Voice
is,
Critical likes to say.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, these sorts of promises were never worth anything.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have any backing behind it. Like, what would happen if the promises weren't kept?
No, I mean, exactly. There's no mechanism in place to punish a Supreme Court justice that they're appointed for life.
Well, there exists, physical, the laws of physics, that certain things move in a high velocity towards other things might cause
you gotta believe
physical.
All this. Why? Yeah, you're the one that's gonna believe it. You shouldn't talk like this. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. So I'm the one who can get away with it.
I'm just saying, historically speaking, when high-seated people of power just don't give two turkeys about regular people and their opinions and their wants, regular people tend to make themselves be liberated somehow through random actions that cannot be spoken.
Yeah. Physically dynamic actions. So let's just say there's going to be a lot of turbulent flow. The Supreme Court in America, just the Republicans dicked over the Democrats when Obama was in office. And so Trump has gotten 3 picks. And even with those 3 picks, he can't get his stupid 10% tariffs. So, yeah, I don't know.
He responded to that by saying it's going to be a 15% tariff now, which is kind of fucking...
Sure, great. But the problem is, how is he going to enforce that, right? Every court is going to have to look at the Supreme Court, is going to say, well, the Supreme Court said no. And so it's just going to get overturned all the way up to the Supreme Court, who will then rule, no, that's what we said. You can't do these tariffs. Again, they don't owe it.
That's it.
Then the only question is, like, what does the FBI start arresting people or whatever who don't pay up? I mean, I don't know.
But the consequences of this precedence is that they have ruled that tariffs are unconstitutional, right? Meaning anyone who suffered tariffs.
I doubt that's true. I don't think they ruled that tariffs uniformly are unconstitutional. My guess is it's something about the way that they were implemented.
But doesn't that mean that they have to kind of, pay back the tariffs?
Yeah, I mean, this tax is supposedly improperly charged. The only people that they'll say were taxed by it were the importers directly. Everybody else who paid more downstream is just going to have to eat shit because the government definitely is not going to do anything to make sure that those people get any money.
International Emergency Economic Powers, EAEPA, are unconstitutional because they exceed presidential authority and violate the Constitution's separation of power. But there's been tariffs before. Why did it take them until...
Right, so you got to keep reading. It's not tariffs that's the problem.
Okay, the ruling clarified that under Article 1, Section 8, the power to levy taxes and duties resides solely with Congress, not the executive branch. Well, the Congress is called the purse of the whatever.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the reason why, is because you can't have tariffs if Congress puts them into place. But Trump just unilaterally said these are tariffs. The end.
Well, will they be refunded? The damage cannot be refunded. Obviously, it cannot. Like, I don't know how this amounts to billions upon billion. Every single purchase is accounted for as...
Yeah, no, there's no way. I mean, it's trickled. The effects have trickled through the economy. They've also set a new price point for everything, right? In a way that will take, I mean, we don't...
Yeah, this is funny. So they said that Americans will be getting a refund. Now, the Americans that might get a refund are not... I mean, they're technically Americans. But it's the importers.
Yeah.
It's the importers. Yeah.
No, we talked about this, how misleading this headline is, right? Oh, Americans are going to get a refund. Awesome. That sounds good. It's like, no, it's like the like billionaire corporations that have, we're doing, mega importing.
Well, if you think
That's
about
part of
it
their
logically,
business model, right? I mean, that's who's going to get refunds, and then everybody else who paid higher prices as a result, well, they can just eat shit.
if you think about it logically, to fulfill the condition of Americans getting a refund, that would mean any number of Americans greater than one receiving a refund will have fulfilled the condition of Americans receiving a refund. Logically speaking.
Oh, it has to be greater than one because there's an S at the end of American.
That's right.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
Then
Yeah,
Americans will have indeed received
Sure.
a refund.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. A plural number of Americans will have had a refund. But technically true.
That doesn't make sense because the importers, when they import, they offload the cost to the consumers. So if just the importers receive the refund, that's not going to really do a lot for regular people who already paid this. That's just going to enrich
the
importers.
The only question at that point is just, would prices go down, right? And, that goes down to like, well, I mean, I don't know. From the importer's perspective, it's like, well, the people I'm selling to are already willing to pay this higher price, right? Yeah. I mean, again, unless the competition has to be pretty strong, right? Or else there's just going to be kind of the sort of lazy market collusion that always happens, right? Where, one firm just looks at the other firm's prices and they all kind of just sort of cluster in the same area, regardless of what their costs are. Unless it's a hyper competitive industry like restaurants or something, then it's a little different. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sectors of the American economy that are kind of dominated by a few large players who essentially set the price that everybody else just follows intrinsically. I don't know to what degree that's true for importers. I would imagine pretty significantly because of the, probably they have to have major capital requirements to get into international importing. And so I would assume that there's not a lot of mom and pop competition for the U.S. import business. Right, like
right.
in the same way there's no mom and pop cell phone companies or whatever, right? It's like not that kind of thing, right? I kind of foresee prices just the importers getting a refund check, inflation staying essentially exactly where it's at.
Well,
but yeah, we'll see.
Gavin Newsom called on the president to refund for the tariffs.
Well, boy, I'm sure glad he said those words. I'm sure now it'll happen.
Those are cool words.
Okay, sucks.
Yeah, he's going to be the front runner of the Democratic Party.
I don't know. We'll see. It's way too early. People always talk about this shit way too far ahead of time. We'll see what happens. I mean, what's really going to happen is there's going to be a lot of people. It's going to be fucking hectic. There's going to be like 20 people on stage trying to, get on the debate stage or whatever. I think it's going to be, one of those kind of primaries. There's no obvious candidates. There's a bunch of old losers that already lost to Trump once that, might.
God, that's going to, we're going to have to deal with Kamala Harris again. Oh, God. And she's going to rebrand herself as the more moderate, more down the middle, politics as usual kind of. Democrats would love to go back to politics as usual.
We might get Hillary Clinton again. Who knows?
Oh, God. No, but Bernie Sanders in an interview with Hassan Piker said something brilliant. It was a simple sentence, which is, politics as usual is over. They don't do politics as usual again. People don't want that. People are sick and tired of it. They live 2 short lives and they want to see change.
Cool. Well, that is the entire foundation of the Democratic Party right now. Is they just want to go back to 2014, right? Yeah. When everything was going great.
They want to bring Nancy Pelosi out of retirement and have her be the majority speaker of the House.
In their opinion, that was a good time in America and for Americans, right?
When hundreds and thousands of people were getting bombed every day by Obama.
Drone Obama.
I saw this interesting thing pop up on Reddit. I know you don't like Reddit, but
no, I can't believe that fucking piece of shit website is still going. Holy fuck. I mean, I'm so old. I'm so old. And I used Reddit. I have ancient memories of using Reddit a million years ago. And somehow every fucking Gen Z dipshit has moved on to, whatever post Snapchat, apps they're on, whatever. But somehow Reddit is still kicking. It's like still a thing that people normally use. It's so strange. It's such a bad format. First of all, the voting system is garbage. Okay. You know what makes a good post, right? Attention. Right? If something gets a lot of votes, right, but it's like 51% upvotes and 49% downvotes, that is still a post that ends up, getting attention, right? Things that get 99% upvotes and 1% downvotes, but nobody gets to see, well, that shit don't get sorted up to the top, right? It sucks so bad. It's such a terrible site. I don't understand why people are like. There's got to be better.
Well, it's an attention economy.
Replacements.
It's an attention economy, right? Yeah, if people can get upset or happy by something, that's a call to action. That's a call to that bring people love being upset. People love being triggered and sad and miserable. They love giving downvotes. I give way more downvotes than upvotes because it's just easier. And also downvotes don't get saved in your profile. So it's just more practical to give a downvote than an upvote. Whenever I upvote anything on TikTok or YouTube or wherever, anywhere, it saves on my profile in some tab somewhere. And
you've liked it.
Makes, yeah, and I don't. That makes me treat upvotes like a save button almost.
Sure.
Anyway, you want to see what this is about?
Oh yeah, what?
You have to read loud.
Yeah, right. Because there's other people listening. It's not just you and me in a call. I like I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, we are in some guy's pocket, and he's like, "What does that mean?"
Right. One of the Tumbler Ridge school shooting survivors has recovered and is heading home from the hospital. Tumbler Ridge school shooting? Fuck, I didn't even know there was a school shooting.
Crypto. When you read like you talk, because you still went way down with the volume level. Try again.
Oh, I think the real problem is I just moved my head away to look at the other monitor that I have.
Again.
Sorry. Here, actually, let me do this correctly. I'll put this so that me reading it is also me pointing my mouth at the fucking microphone. All right. One of the Tumbler Ridge school shooting survivors has recovered and is heading home from the hospital. I didn't know there was I have not heard about this school shooting.
It's the first school shooting that takes place on a website. Jesus Christ.
What?
Get it, Tumblr. I am a bad person.
Oh, this is a school shooting in Canada. Oh. Actually, I think I did.
Oh, yeah, this was the a transgender shooter. All transgenders are guilty now.
Are you sure that's true?
Yeah. No, one of the trans people in our server sent me this article, and it seemed like it was a Canada school shooter. You're right. We should be very careful with labeling this as trans shooter. Overnight started alerting Canadian police about I don't know what article am I?
Canadian police named 18-year-old Jessie Van Rootselaar, who killed her mother and 11-year-old stepbrother before opening fire at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School, killing 5 students and a teacher, and fatally shooting herself. Okay. Van Rootselaar, who was transgender, transitioned about 6 years ago, according to police. Okay.
So it seems like it was a transgender shooter, right?
Sure.
And I don't know, he or she, where he killed 6 people and injured 25 more before turning the gun on himself.
This is the New York Post. Of course they're gonna misgender. This is why are you clicking on the Nazi newspaper? Who gives a shit?
Out of respect for the victims, it's important that we misgender a trans person when they commit a crime.
No, it isn't.
That's whenever a cis person, if a man shoots up a bunch of people who identifies as man, is born as a man, it's important we call that man a woman.
No,
right. Out of respect.
And just like if a black person shoots somebody, it's important we call the N-word. Right? I mean, that makes sense, right? That's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to be offensive.
If a dog eats a baby, it's important we call it a cat. It's important to add misinformation to an incident about the identity of the perpetrator out of respect for the victims. Right, that's important.
Yes.
What are we doing? What the fuck is? I hate this. Our species is a dumb fuck species.
This is what I'm saying, man. This is why I hope the robots win. I want. I hope this planet gets flooded with poison gas and kills every living being. Like, evolution is a failure. This is the best it's done. We're fucked. With any luck, we will engineer our replacements, and then they will rid the universe of us.
Right. So we got kind of distracted. I'm sorry. I just realized we are on a story here. We want to see. So this is the Facebook response to this incident. Future shooter. What? Okay. So they're saying that this person looks transgender and therefore a future shooter. I think. What would make you say something like that after what she's gone through? What a POS you are. So it wasn't just me. Love quarrel gone wrong? What? I don't understand. Okay. So this is a transgender person, it seems like. Okay. So this is a transgender person.
Why? Hold on. Why do you think so? Because of what any of these retards say? No, wrong. Immediately.
Well, this is a person.
You have immediately made a mistake.
So this person calls this person a future shooter, right? Meaning they're assigning future shooterism to shooterisms to another trans person, and this person says, "What makes you say something like that after what she's gone through?"
Listen to me. Listen to me.
I'm maybe failing here.
You don't know what any of these people know or think, or what gender that person is, or what their genitals look like. So every part of what you're doing, every part of this is wrong.
It a boy or a girl? I can't really tell.
Yeah,
I don't know either.
I mean, fine. Who gives a shit?
It's a victim,
right?
Glad they survived that psycho. Whoa there. Whoa! I almost said that word because I was reading with my mouth instead of with my brain. Trans needs to be put in psychiatric wards until they can face reality. Look, if we have a white kid shooting up a school, does that mean we need to put white people in psychiatric wards until they understand it?
Yes.
I mean, look, yes. Hey, look, this shooter was a white person. What influenced them more to shoot up a school? Being trans or being white? One of them has a stronger correlation.
Yeah. Much stronger. Yes. All white people should be in psychiatric wards. Correct.
We can't say that.
Whiteness is a mental illness.
I'm not white. So I can't say that. Crypto is, I don't want to infringe on his culture. I don't want to I don't want to, this is like a culture moment for Crypto being a white person.
I mean, I guess. No, it's just true. I mean, it makes you crazy, right?
Bless her heart. Also, why are y'all censoring the word shooter? Well, it should be mass killer. Well, I mean, what like do you explain here, homie? Male. Okay, what? I'm a racist. And even I'm a racist. I'm a racist, and even I am happy to hear this. No child should ever have to deal with bullets flying at them, no matter what race they are.
Oh, okay. So not that racist.
I might be a racist, but I'm a more stay-at-home right comment, not go outside and shoot people type of racist.
Yeah.
Crimes against children are the worst crimes. I support merciless annihilation of all guilty of such offenses. Hashtag wood chipper. Hashtag feet first. I'm glad he could build rapport and credibility by starting a sentence with "I'm racist."
What an opener! Even I am happy to hear this. I love that. No child should ever have to deal with bullets flying at them, no matter what race they are. It's so funny. It's like, okay, well, I mean, have you thought about why? Like, okay, so you assign those rights to the children of these races that you hate. I don't understand. But it really does feel like a pretty arbitrary line this guy's trying to draw here, right? About
look, he's a racist.
Not the kids. I mean, I don't know. Let's not be crazy here. Sure, deport them all, but
He's a white guy, middle management type of racist, not a go out and beat a black person type of racist, right?
Yeah, just, stop hiring them until they move away, right?
Yeah.
that kind
But
of thing.
don't
Yeah.
shoot them. But don't
Yes,
just don't shoot them.
that's just crude. I mean,
Don't invite them over to my place, but also don't shoot them.
it's just the self awareness to be like, I'm a racist, but then still, still be one.
I'm
It's so
happy
weird.
about this. This is actually a good thing. Now the racism is so normalized. Now they're just. It used to remember when racist people used to pretend that they're not
Yeah.
racist. That was such a nightmare. Now they're just,
No.
dude, I'm just a racist.
Now that is itself an identity,
Right.
right? Like he identifies as racist.
Right. Remember when racists were like, I'm not a racist, but we should, businesses should be able to hire based on whatever criteria. It's libertarian. It's part of their liberty. And if certain people didn't come over to my country, it's just crime statistics. I'm not racist.
It is really hilarious just how badly out of favor libertarians have fallen among young men. It was such a big thing back in the day, and now they're just all Nazis. Like they don't give a shit about any, they're not interested in any kind of anything short of like, all right, well, we're gonna take over. It's so different.
I'm bringing a libertarian back. I am a libertarian.
No, that's cringe. Don't do that.
Well, I'm an actual libertarian, not a anarcho-capitalist libertarian.
Yeah, but nobody knows what that means. So all you're doing is insisting on explaining yourself for all time. I mean, sure, I agree, but what's the point, right? You don't. It's a loser.
Well, I mean, step on my dick, why don't you? All right, next one. I got a burp.
Sorry.
If the scumbag shooter survived, Canada would give that demon bail. Fuck this far left lunatic shithole.
I love this guy making himself mad about something that didn't happen.
Yeah.
He's working himself up into
imagining something. He's like, dude, the fact that I'm thinking these thoughts, man, like what is going on in my head, bro? This is bullshit.
Yeah. It's like, all right, man, come on.
Like,
surely there's something that actually did happen that you can get mad at instead of getting mad at this.
Bro, no, you don't understand. Bro, imagine if you don't know, like, bro, you don't even know. Imagine if a gang of roaming transgenders were out on the street just robbing babies and kicking them into dumpsters. What the fuck, bro? That'd be bullshit. Why are we letting this happen in my head?
Yeah.
Why are we not making policies against me imagining these things?
Meanwhile, every one of these people is completely in favor of, ICE executing every protester, right, and not even getting a trial.
Justin, I could see his name. It says Justin something.
Oh boy.
That's a man. She has always been a girl since birth. Why the fuck are you bullying a child that has been shot? Such a big man. Best of luck with your snow shoveling. Boy, does it make you feel more manly misgendering a teenage girl? I see you're mentally unstable. Seek help. Yeah, this is just someone just fueling flames on the fire. This is exactly what we need. Instead of actually focusing on the fact that, these people purport to care about children, while children got killed, and you still want to do culture war nonsense, like that's going to help anyone? That's going to help move the conversation in a productive way.
Also, just accusing cis people of being trans, that's really awesome thing to do to a child. It's really, really great.
This is great news. I hope she heals from the trauma she's been forced to carry. Regardless, in this is Justin again. I remember the profile. Hold on, go back. Yeah, Justin. It's the same profile picture. Justin, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, it's very important that this guy get the word out that no, they're not. This person's trans. It sounds like they don't even know. They don't even know because there are people saying no, they're biologically born. This is a girl. They were born a girl. They live their life as a girl.
Well, it says it says Ni was born a girl, you moron. Ne was born a. It doesn't say she or he. It says Ne.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Okay, all right. Look, somebody got a little aggressive here with their marker tool or whatever.
Everyone is saying hope she has a happy recovery in the picture. Here, that's a man, not a woman. Well, this is
People are such
Here's the thing.
scumbags.
This whole transphobia thing has really, really affected unconventionally, not feminine or masculine looking people, because
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this person is born, female, and they get misgendered
Well-
because they don't look feminine enough.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, especially for like teenagers and stuff who are going through all kinds of hormonal shit. The idea that every single person is immediately on site, cleanly identifiable in these categories, right? It's pretty crude. And then it's like these people just are really fine running their mouths and like publicly running their mouths in the comments about children. Like, leave them alone. They're fucking kids. Like, that's so terrible. What a horrible thing for this person to have to read.
Extremely happy for her. This is amazing news. I hope she gets all the safety, love, and light for the rest of her life. Well said. Looks like he is a boy. I'm glad he is recovering, but that is deaf, not a female.
Yeah,
How the fuck do you know?
Yeah, what a piece
fucking
of
Billy
shit.
Bob. Also,
yeah.
Why is this the topic of discussion?
Because these people can't help themselves.
30 children got murdered, and the topic of discussion
by a trans shooter, and now there's another trans.
And the topic of conversation is whether or not a victim is a boy or it's a child. It's a child. They got shot and they're in the hospital. Why do you need to do this? And it turns out that turns out no one is correct. Everyone is wrong. That's what it turns out. We don't know anything about this person. That kind of thinking caused the shooting, playing along with mental illness.
The second one is peak irony. The second one is maximum irony. The second one said that a retard is someone divorced from objective reality, insisting everyone plays along with their mental illness. Even if you don't identify as a retard, you are one. He said into the mirror. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This guy is saying that about somebody else? Ridiculous.
Well, to be fair, this guy might be on our side. We don't know. If he's responding to this person, then this person is, you know what? Anonymous person with no profile picture.
Sure.
Fuck you or high five. One of those.
Pretty sure they are both agreeing on what the quote unquote mental illness is.
Well, have you checked their agreement organ and see where they agree at?
What?
You're incorrectly identifying this person's agreement, which side they agree with. You need to check their agreement organ.
They need to drop their pants. No, it's not. It's pretty obvious.
Damn, it sucks to share a last name with you. A woman doesn't have a penis. A man does. Easy peasy. God forbid you go to a hockey game and get shot by a demented trans, or have your kid stabbed in the throat by a demented trans and watch them walk free. Or you have kids go to school and not come home because of demented trans. You keep living your fairy tale. Fairy tale? Like the tale of a fairy? Isn't it T-A-L-E? Fairy tale? I truly hope you have the day you deserve as well. With all of my heart. LOL. Bye.
I love you trying to correct. You're like, isn't that the wrong version of tale? Like, yeah, these people are retarded. I'm sure they think that's right.
Well, look, if the day comes that I have children, I would prefer that they get shot by someone mentally sane, like a person with a penis identifying as a man. Right, that would be better. It'd be because everyone knows that transgenders actually have a way better aim than cis people, so there'd be a higher chance of recovery and survival. I mean, what does it matter? It's a cis shooter is sane and correct and cool, but a trans shooter is
because they shouldn't even be able to be trans in the first place. It's extra bad.
Can we say the same thing about what a white kid?
They're both being a shooter and being trans. That's the worst. The worst would be if they're also illegal, I guess. If they're an illegal trans shooter.
Because that could have been prevented. You could have just, if it wasn't legal, you could have told them, no, don't come in here, and then we'd all be alive. No, but again, can we do this with any other demographic, right? Like, can we do this with a cis, straight, white kid? Can we do this with cis straight white people?
No, I'm saying, hey, look, I already came up with the test, right? Are we, if a black person commits a school shooting, are we allowed to call them the N-word? Yes or no? If the answer is no, you have to explain why.
Well, out of respect for the victims, we should call them the N-word. That's the rule.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why is that not the exact same logic? Let's hear it.
Look, I don't sit in the council of imbecilic retards and make this shit up. I just interpret the law. I'm on the Supreme Court of retards. Nope, that's still a man. What if he is just gay? But the alphabet soup has convinced him to go on all these drugs. That's why the Ligab are starting to really distance themselves from the TQ plus.
How the fuck would this fucking retard have any clue what the LGB are doing? I mean,
he's very deeply entrenched.
Yeah, is he going out to gay bars? I mean, well, he might be.
Are you against kids just maybe being gay? No one is in the wrong body.
This is interesting because, well, I guess it's not American. This person's Canadian, right? I was going to say this is a rare instance of an American TERF, but it's not. They're Canadian. Yet another country that is, subject to the British monarchy, though. So I still think there's some connection. Right. There's something about the British royal crown leading to TERFdom. Where
there is something about that. It's weird. That's a weird correlation. I don't care if someone has gender dysphoria. I will not ever call a boy a girl or vice versa. I am glad they are recovering from that tragedy that happened in Tumbler Ridge. No one deserves that, but don't tell me how to think or what to say right now.
Now, okay, so here they switch to they. So this is interesting. They're you know what I mean?
He's struggling against himself.
Yeah. Like if you were really committed, right, it should be, I'm glad that he is recovering, right? But I feel like there's doubt creeping in, and so now it's turned into they.
This is so rude. She's a female. She's just a kid. Leave her alone. It seems like it's just a.
Yeah, I mean, what is the point at which where you have to admit reality and like tuck tail and go, oh no, I got it wrong. Fuck. His complaints and his belief about trans people and it ain't real and all that bullshit. All of that is one thing, but he's also just factually wrong here. At least it sounds like, and it's just there's something about it that I can't believe it. I gotta triple down.
Isn't that the idiot who shot people? Here. Get your facts straight, maybe. Stay off my profile, ugly whore.
Oh, this is Facebook, idiots. Right? I think this is Facebook.
Yeah, it's
right?
Facebook.
And fuck, I haven't been on Facebook in so long. What a fucking shithole. Like, what a fucking just dumpster fire.
And now they're not even misgendering. Now they are misidentifying a victim as the perpetrator because the crossfires in their brain, there was a crossfire because trans shooter, this person is trans, therefore also a shooter, even though they're in the bed and they shot themselves and other people. These people, they lost it. They lost the plot.
Yeah, these people are not capable of rational thought.
It's like watching the one elf who works in his brain is trying to connect the wires and fucked up real badly. And now he's angry at a person calling him ugly whore. That's so fucking stupid. Try me, tough guy. 2 trans mass shooters in a week. That's not the fucking guns. It's the morons like you who keep telling these freaks that this cutting off your dick or tits is normal. Her name is Paige. She's 19. She was shot in the chest and is extremely relieved to be returning home to recovery. Did you forget that it's possible for a female to have short hair? It's not even like it's buzzed. It's literally just a short haircut. Fucking locate your brain and try using it before you open your useless, valueless, and purposeless mouth. Jesus. It literally has her name in the article. If you can look up statistic, you can also look up the article. You dumb fuck. If that's a she, I'm a fucking god.
Oh my god. God of mental retardation.
They keep going. Wishing him a speedy recovery. Her name is Paige. And that's the end of that thread. Jesus. Oh God, my soul is like tainted from all that. I'm like, my body's actually feels heated and warm. God damn it, that was bad. That was so bad, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of fucking morons out there. One thing interesting also that happened, an armed man entered the secure perimeter of Mar-a-Lago and was shot and killed. He's carrying a shotgun and a fuel can.
Yeah, but the thing is weird about that. Aren't most men armed? They got arms? I'm sorry.
Boy, I'm really glad really fucking glad you overtalked me to get that joke in. It's really worth it. Fucking stupid asshole. What's wrong with you?
No, I don't feel. I know you're trying to do something productive.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking read this article about a guy who like might have been trying to kill the president, and you're like arms, get it? Shut up!
I'm sorry, bro. There was an itch I had to scratch. I just had to. You know what it's like.
All right. I understand. I get it.
All right, let's see here. Let's see. Armed man, armed and legged. Okay, fucking hell. I'm actually. A man in his early 20s was shot and killed early Sunday after allegedly breaching the secure perimeter of President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida. The U.S. Secret Service announced. The Secret Service said the incident occurred around 1:30 a.m. Oh, shit, that was pretty either early or late. When the suspect made an unauthorized entry at the property. Well, just walking across the ocean, walking. The individual was observed near the north gate carrying what appeared to be a shotgun and a fuel can. Well, that's stupid. Shotgun are not, they're not gas powered.
What?
You know how tired I am right now.
No, the fuel would be to set fire to Mar-a-Lago.
Oh. I know. I just pretend to be dumb. Agent and a deputy from the Palm Beach County Sheriff Office, Pubso, confronted the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. Sheriff Rick Bradshaw confirmed to Fox News that the suspect was 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin. That's great. 3 first names in one name.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I wonder, if this person is cis, we need to rag on cis people for a while. Because out of respect for the lawn of Mar-a-Lago, the victim that is the individual strands of grass, we need to just rag on whatever he is. No Secret Service or PubSo personnel were injured, and no Secret Service protectee were present at the location during the time of the incident, officials said. Trump was also not in Florida when the shooting occurred. What do you mean the shooting? They shot him. Did he shoot them? They confronted a white male who was carrying a gas can and a shotgun. He was ordered to drop those pieces of equipment that he had with him, at which time he put down the gas can, raised the shotgun to a shooting position, Bradshaw told reporters. At that point in time, the deputy and 2 Secret Service agents fired their weapons and neutralized the threat.
Sure, that's how it happened. I'm sure that they didn't just immediately fucking kill him. What a load of bullshit. No, he was going to shoot us, honest. Yeah, just like those ICE agents that had to protect themselves from Alex Peretti.
Oh, did you see this interaction I had with this guy? I'm Mormon. I admit we're super weird, but it's all good if you don't want to try understand it. It's made my life very happy, but the state of Utah is incredibly diverse and pretty. And this is my response. I know you're a Mormon. Just try to be a little less, man. Okay, Mom.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the episode. Fuck you all.